Okay, so good day. Um, First of all, it's my birthday weekend. So I wasn't feeling too hot yesterday. So I wasn't sure if I'd even get out today. But this morning I woke up, I was feeling fine. I was kind of a little kind of feeling. But unlike other golf days, I had a bit of a rough start. Didn't let it get to me. Shrugged it right off. I said, okay, fine. You hit a bad shot. How about changing the game? So I grabbed my Lazarus pitching hybrid, nice 45 degree, and put it onto the green and made 4. So I was really happy. Actually, I think it might have been 5 because I might have had to hit it twice. And not only that, I got from Temu is a chipper putter. And the first time I used it with my niece, I didn't really like it. It's like I didn't really give it a chance. I'm like, okay, second time, it's just not working out for me. I've used it probably today about 12, 16 times, and maybe twice. It went too far or not close enough. But there are a lot of shots that I would hit close to the green and be short. I'm like, well, if I use my 9 hybrid, my 40 degree, that would be my Goliath element. It might go too far, or even my Lazarus pitching hybrid. So I thought I'd use the 32 degree chipper putter, and it worked out great. So I was like really shocked. I used it quite a few times, so I was really happy with that. I hit some pissy shots today, but I didn't let it get to me. I shrugged it off. When I did hit a bad shot, I'd look at the area that I'm in. I actually studied the shot more than just walking up to it, being pissy, getting mad, and taking a relaxing idea. Just walking up to it, looking around, seeing what I can do, and picking my club and deciding, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it would work out. It would work out really nicely. Only a couple times I fouled up on my second shot, and I'd end up with 5 or 6 or something, but it wasn't very often. So I was quite happy with that. I hit, I think it was 3 or 4 pars. I got a lot of 4s. There were 5s and 6s. I got 1 7. Unfortunately, it was ugly. But I tell you, I'm hitting the fairway, the greens much better. One of the greens that I hit today was in my second game. Last hole, 9th. I always hit the tower. If you've seen some of my videos and you look at the tower, I'm always hitting the tower. My niece would always say, "You always hit that tower. You always hit it that way." Blah 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 blah. I missed a hole-in-one with the owner, my friend that I've known for like a long time because I brought my kids at this golf course, Juniper Fairways. Missed a hole-in-one. Perfect shot. It was with my 40 degree Goliath element. Launched it up, came down, missed the hole. Unfortunately, my putter let me down and missed it by that much. I don't care about the wind. I don't know if wind was a factor or not, but I missed that putt that I could have had for a birdie, which would have been really nice because on my second game, first front 9, I made birdie on the first hole, which the first hole has been giving me a headache this year. I've always been hitting it right. But this time I hit it on the green. And unlike my miss for a hole-in-one on the 9th hole, I was a little further away to make birdie, and I nailed it. So I was really happy with that. So the first 18 holes, because I said it's a tiny little golf course, I shot 84. 42 and 42. Which I was really happy with. I counted this time, unlike before, because I was like, oh, so pissy and stuff. I didn't even think to count how much I shot in the first night. This time I counted, and I saw 42. I'm like, wow, that's really good. Because I'm like, I got a shot to do really good. Unfortunately, I shot another 42. But I'm like, okay, 84. I've been shooting in the times that I've been playing. I shot a 98 and then shot a 78. And then 2 weeks ago, I shot a 101, my first 18, and then it was an 81. So I was starting off really pissy bad. But the key was, I stopped myself from thinking I'm hitting from the tee box. Here's the thing. When you're on a big golf course and you're 100 yards out from the green, you're trying to get it on the green. And mind you, the greens are much bigger. These are very small greens if you're trying to hit it on the green. So they're very tricky. So my idea, stop thinking tee shot, think you're on the fairway, 100 yards out, and you take your shot. I'm using hybrids. There's no need for tees unless the grass is that bad. So I look for my sweet spot. And the fact that I changed my mindset and said, I'm hitting off the fairway to get to the green, not the tee box. It made my game better. The second game, first 9, 36. And that's with hitting a birdie at the beginning and missing a birdie the second time, missing that hole in one, which would have been an eagle. So 36 on the front 9. Now you got to go around again, right? It's all the same holes. I shot a 37. I think it was the last 3 holes I was not happy with. I must say, I got a couple of nice bounces that turned out pretty damn good. There's a couple holes, like one hole I remember, it was on 4th hole. I took my shot. It went right, and all of a sudden I hear a ding, so I hit the tree. It hit a tree to the far right, and then bounced back to the middle of the fairway. And then I used my chipper putter, dropped it onto the green, and made par. So I was really happy with that. I hit a few nice shots like that. I got some lucky bounces. But I think my putter on maybe 6-7 holes let me down because I should have had better, and I didn't. So let me show you my chipper. Let's take a walk, stroll. I could be going tomorrow to play another, at least just 18 holes. Then I'm going to meet my friend. But I said, I'm not really feeling like I should go to church, being around a whole lot of people. But she's like, no, go to church. It'll help your mental health. So I'm like thinking about it. The thing is about me going to church tomorrow is I could see my ex-girlfriend at church, and that could be stirring up some emotions. I've made it a point before that the first couple of times I've seen her, she was pretty pissy with me. I mean, I was showing up on a Thursday, and we always talked about how Thursdays were her and her fellow mother-in-law. So, like, it would be a Sunday, so it would be better. But I think she wasn't feeling well because I'm pretty sure she's back in Canada because she had to go back to Mexico in January, so I'm pretty sure she's back. When we got together once, the first time that she left, she came. She told me she wanted to get back home to Ottawa. So she wanted to leave Mexico, her hometown, Reynosa. She was desperate to leave. I mean, I told her, like, I was scared that she wasn't going to be able to come back because of her surgery. And I said, look, I'll marry you in Mexico. She's like, no, 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 I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Unfortunately, things didn't work out that way where I didn't even get to marry her anyway. So, but talking to my buddy, when you marry someone from out of town, from another country, it is 8 years, 7, 8 years. You have to pay for them, everything, anything they want, house, car, food, clothing, car, whatever. So, yeah, no. My buddy told me that he's with this Mexican lady and told her that if she really loves him, she's going to get her Canadian citizenship on her own. And she already has a working permit, so she's in better shape than mine. So mine's going through doctors and everything to get that done. Stay tuned. I'll show you that club. All right, let me go into my bag. So here's the golf club. So it's not bad. I don't know how well of a shot you can see, but that's it like that. It's got a nice little degree there. And like I said, I used it. It's nice and solid. Like it's very solid. It's not a wimpy club. And they used it quite a bit. But I was quite impressed with it. So I used it last year when I was golfing with my niece. She didn't want to use it. I tried it twice and nope. I was about to give up and I said, no, I'm going to use it as much as possible and try it. I used my 56 degree once today and I was on a slant like that and the ball was down here and I had to swoop in and pop it up onto the green. I was 2 feet away from the hole with my shot. So I was like, fair. That was another shot. Like my tee shot goes in the ditch. It kind of bounced, but it landed in the ditch and on a slant. So I'm like, what club am I going to use? Am I going to take a penalty stroke? Am I going to be stupid and have some stupid shot? Or am I going to hit it too far? I hit it just enough that it went 2 feet from the hole. So I was quite impressed. But I can say, yeah, I've used this a lot. Lazarus, very sturdy. If you want to start out, this is a 45 degree. This is a first generation. I had the second generation for my niece and my ex-girlfriend, which I showed you those golf clubs if you want to see them again. Let's see. So here's the second generation, and this is a nice purple. So much sweeter. One thing I like about it, it's got the nice glow. Look at that glow. Nice purple. And it's got a purple on the bottom. So I'm giving half the set to my ex because she's been really sweet with me. Very caring, very kind. Been really nice to me. But I'll have my niece's set. So if she doesn't end up ever playing golf with me again, there's a little bit of a friction problem. I'm gonna have a second set to play with. I'll just sit in my car here. I have a second set to play with. Not only that, but even if she does decide to keep her golf clubs, that's fine because I have my Goliath set, I've got my Lazarus set, and I can almost make 2 sets, just enough to be able to hit the ball far enough to get really good shots. Now with my 11 wood, I hit like 200 yards, but that was quite a few years ago. But I'm sure I can hit it again just like that. I'm hitting really well with my 45 degree, 40 degree, 34. I mean, I've had some shots where I could have smoked it right past the hole. I used my 34 once with 110 yards, and that just went way too far. But I was lucky it actually hit the tree. It would have gone way too far, but it hit the tree. So the rest of the weekend, so Saturday, I've played 2 games and did really well, 84 and 73. And tomorrow, and I said, depending on how I feel, I'll go to church in the morning. And, you know, there's not going to be a problem with my ex-girlfriend and I. God love her. She's a great woman. You know, whatever reason that we split, maybe because I wasn't living in the house, I was living in my car, or whatever the case may be, or I wouldn't spend money on her, like nice restaurants, $100 check, you know. Whatever it was, she is a decent woman. Deep down inside, I know that she's a good person. And we shouldn't have a problem tomorrow. I don't see anything being a problem tomorrow. I said she was a little pissy with me when I went on a Thursday, but whatever. Tomorrow's a different day. Tomorrow's Sunday. It's just us, if anything. And then I'll probably go golfing. And then from there, I meet my friend, or ex-girlfriend, for supper. We'll have pizza and wine. Enjoy a few laughs, maybe watch a movie or something. And she'll have her golf clubs. We could probably even take a car and she can hit a few golf balls with her new clubs out in the park somewhere and get a good feel for them. See how that goes. That'd be kind of nice. There's one club that I want to try, and it's the 50 degree. This is GW, I think they call it. GW 50. That'd be nice. I know the GW for the men's is 49. I sure wouldn't mind a 50. They got a 45. I would really like to have the 49 in the men's. I think I'd do really well with it. I think it would help me feel a little bit more relaxed, where I don't have to worry about hitting it over the hole because it'll go as far as I need it to go, just the right amount. And sometimes I'm on that at the tee box and I'm like, shit, I'm afraid I'm going to hit too far. So I'm getting to that point where I'm finally getting my game back and I'm seeing a big difference on how far I hit. So yeah, we'll see. I'll wear my golf attire tomorrow and probably my black winter hat that Grace made me, the ex-girlfriend from Mexico. And because my hair, you'll see, it looks funky. I need a haircut. The guys were loving my hair this morning. Yeah, I'll probably wear the hat that she made me. So I'll probably sweat a little bit, but maybe that's okay. But we'll see. If I don't feel like I'm not feeling too hot, I'll just I'll go golfing and just later on in the morning, and then meet up with my friend after. I'm really hoping she has a good visit with my sisters because she's supposed to pick up my stuff from my sister's place. So I do miss having a golf partner. This will be tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Monday will be the first time I actually get to play golf with somebody. So I've been playing golf alone. I haven't been too bad though, hitting it in front of others. I've been pretty good with hitting in front of strangers, except for my buddy. I'm used to hitting around him, and I wish I would have had that hole-in-one right in front of the owner/friend, sort of. I mean, he's friends with everyone that shows up at his golf course, but he knows me well, so that would have been nice. So I just want to say hope everyone has a good weekend. I want to have a great weekend. It's my birthday weekend. I'm turning 55 years old on Monday, May 18th. And I'm looking forward to golfing as much as possible. To be honest, when you're playing golf out in the country, you got a lot of black flies and everything else. So this is probably my last weekend at Juniper until September or late August, September. Just because it'll be better timing. I think the next time that I actually go golfing in 2 weeks or so, or maybe during the week, which is probably better, will probably be at like Raceview, maybe Pine View, or there's another golf course just outside of Canada. It says Stittsville, but we'll see. It's also 9 holes. You go around twice. But it'll be nice because all these other little golf courses are actually closer than the one I'm going to now. Raceview has par 3s, 4s, and 5s. So that'll be interesting. I shot 100 on that one. That was my best score at Raceview. It's a nice, challenging 9-hole course. You could play the 18-hole course, but I'm really happy with the 9 holes. I had a supervisor from my old job tell me when I was working, he's like, you ever try Raceview? It's by the casino. It's really good. You really like it. And I'm like, yeah, I got to try that. And sure enough, it's beautiful course. Really well done. I love it. So I'll be going back. Less bugs out there to worry about, but where I'm playing right now, no friggin' way. There's lots of black flies and everything else under the sun. So anyway, we're at 22 minutes. I want you guys to take care. I got a game to watch. Go Habs, go. That was my first Canadian team that I really liked. And I hope they win tonight. You want proof? I'll show you proof. Give me a second. Got my ducky. Got that little guy at Walmart. Alright, so I said I have proof I was a Habs fan. Need I say more? Had 2 of these. Decided to trade with a buddy for this one. And if you know the story, is that I had 2 of these, big Montreal fan back then. He's like, well, maybe someday you'll be a Rangers fan. As you can tell, New York Rangers. So yeah, tonight I'm going for the Canadians to win the series and to win the cup. They have to win tonight. I'm going to say this now. They have to win tonight. If they don't win, I'm sorry, but Game 7 will go right to Buffalo. You do not lose your home game when you can win the series. You have to win that game. Because if you go back to the other barn, you're losing. Simple as that. And Buffalo's not a team to waste. Yeah, we're Sens fans now. Since 92, 93, even though I'm a Rangers fan, I still with the Sens. I'm Spanish.